YNW Melly could be facing life in prison for witness tampering. TraxNYC has to stand on business and defend his name in the Diamond District in New York City, resulting in a full-on brawl. Adam22 says he's ready to go toe-to-toe with Jason Love in a boxing match, and Finesse2Tymes crashes out on Grove Hero. We're going to be talking about all that and more on today's episode, so welcome back to the channel. And let's jump into this YNW Melly case. So YNW Melly is set to go to trial on January 21st for his witness tampering charges that stem from him trying to send messages to his girlfriend while he was incarcerated. During his last trial, the prosecution claims that he was trying to convince her not to testify. She ultimately did end up not testifying at his trial, although her mother testified. Well, after that trial ended in a mistrial, the prosecution doubled back and hit Melly with this witness tampering charge. They're basically saying you tried to control the outcome of your trial by ensuring that people wouldn't show up and testify against you, and that's illegal in America. Now, they're basically accusing YNW Melly and YNW Bortland of communicating through a third party, another inmate named Terrence Mathis, to make these communications and these messages happen. During the messages and the phone calls that were had over the course of a couple of years, Melly used code names for himself and for his girl, like Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. And in one alleged text message that was sent, YNW Melly told YNW Bortland to tell his girlfriend to just keep vibing in the Maybach like she's been doing, which police have interpreted as don't come to trial, don't testify against me, just keep doing what you're doing. Now, for context, this is a separate charge from the two murder charges that he's facing, right? That trial is not set to take place until 2027. It continues to get pushed back because of arguments over what evidence is going to be allowed in court. At this point, Melly has been incarcerated for 6+ years. And if he's convicted in 2027 or whenever that trial starts, he's facing the death penalty. But for this witness tampering case that starts, in just a couple of weeks, he is facing life in prison if he's convicted. Now, there's been a slew of motions filed in this case as well. The defense is arguing that they want a lot of things excluded from this trial. Like, they don't want the jury to know that Melly is charged with murder. They don't want his music or his social media posts from like 2017, 2018 to be used because they say it's too far removed from when this charge actually happened. And they also want the gang enhancements to be dropped against Melly because the gang enhancements is what makes it to where he can basically be given life in prison. So they filed a motion recently right before this trial starts, trying to get some of these things dismissed, and we're going to take a look at it and read through it to kind of see what Melly's defense is arguing, because it really could determine the consequences for Melly if he's convicted of this charge. Okay, so right here we got a motion to bifurcate gang enhancement contained in count 1, 3, and 4. It says here that Melly is charged in count 1 with tampering with a witness, and it says that he did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct and or offer pecuniary benefit and or gain with the intent to cause or induce a witness to withhold testimony from an official proceeding and evade the legal process, summoning her to appear as a witness in the official proceedings. Right, and they've blanked her name out there, but it's Melly's ex-girlfriend. We've seen the paperwork in the past where they said that they had, 60+ calls between the two and that these messages were exchanged. So we know who it is, even though they blacked it out. It says that Melly committed the offense for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interest of a criminal gang. Right, remember, this is his defense saying that's what the prosecutor said. It says Melly is charged with count 3 with solicitation to commit tampering, and the same language italicized above is added to the main charge. In count 5, Melly is charged with conspiracy to commit tampering. The italicized language above is included in this charge. The allegation of committing the offense for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interest of a criminal gang is a sentence enhancement, right? Remember, this enhancement could lead to Melly getting life. It says, upon proof of this fact beyond a reasonable doubt, the law provides that the sentence will be enhanced for a felony of the first degree to life in prison. In the present case, Melly is charged with tampering with the witness in a capital felony. This is already punishable by life, so the enhancement is mere surplusage. The solicitation charge and conspiracy charge are first-degree felonies. The criminal gang enhancement would increase the maximum punishment to life in prison. It says Melly is also charged by indictment with 2 counts of murder, and that case went to trial in April of 2023 and concluded in July of 2023, resulting in a hung jury. The charges in the instant case of witness tampering and etc. involved his girlfriend, who was a listed witness for the prosecution and did not appear for the trial in 2023. It says the 5th and 6th Amendment to the United States Constitution require that a unanimous jury finds facts that enhance a sentence, whether by imposing a mandatory minimum term, increasing the guideline range, or expanding the statutory maximum. The Supreme Court has repeatedly held that sentencing enhancements must be found by a jury. Okay, so in simple terms, they're saying that if there is going to be an enhancement added, it doesn't need to be added by the prosecution. It needs to be added by the jury when they're hearing the evidence and when they ultimately return with their verdict. They do cite some case law here. And then it says 3, allowing the jury to hear evidence regarding the potential sentencing enhancement would be unduly prejudicial on the witness tampering charges. It says the evidence of tampering with the witness as charged are that 1, the defendant knowingly engaged in misleading conduct or offered pecuniary benefit and or gain, and that the defendant did so with the intent to cause the person to withhold testimony from an official proceeding and or evade legal processes summoning her to appear as a witness in an official proceeding, and or be absent from an official proceeding to which she has been summoned by legal processes. And then 3, the official proceeding or legal process summoning her to appear involved a capital felony, which it did. He was charged with double murder, basically. It says, in order to prove the criminal gang enhancement, the state would have to prove that Melly committed the crime of witness tampering for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interest of a criminal gang. And a criminal gang means a formal or informal ongoing organization, association, or group that has one of its primary activities the commission of criminal or delinquent acts, and that consists of 3 or more persons who have a common name or common identifying signs, colors, or symbols. There is no overlap in elements of witness tampering. The state is not required to prove membership in a criminal gang in order to prove the crime of tampering with the witness. Introducing evidence purporting to show Melly was a member of a criminal gang would be extremely prejudicial to his right to a fair trial. On the witness tampering, solicitation, and conspiracy charges, the state would have to prove involvement with a group of people who commit crimes. This is similar to crimes that are enhanced based upon prior criminal acts. They state some case law here in Pryor versus State. So simply put, what they're saying is we don't want the prosecution to add the gang enhancement. The jury needs to be the one to add the gang enhancement. But y'all can't come in and just provide detail after detail trying to prove that he's a member of the gang to get the enhancement. It would unfairly prejudice the jury. And to be honest, I would have to agree with what his defense is arguing right here. It's sensible. It makes sense, right? It's already a serious charge, witness tampering in a capital felony like this right here, and there really is no reason for the enhancement. I hope that makes sense. It says any evidence purporting to show that Melly is a member of a criminal street gang would eviscerate his right to a fair determination of his innocence or guilt of the crime of witness tampering. So in conclusion, in order to preserve Melly's right to a fair trial, the criminal gang enhancements contained in counts 1, 3, and 4 should be bifurcated. Now, let's be clear. Even if they drop the gang enhancement and he's not charged with that, but he's still found guilty of witness tampering with no gang enhancement, he can still face life in prison because it is witness tampering on a capital felony. And in Florida, they can still give you life for that. So this document is more or less arguing there's no reason for the gang enhancement, and trying to prove the gang enhancement would just basically corrupt the jury. So they're arguing there's no reason for it. Either way, his trial is set to start on the 21st of this month on this charge. And the outcome of this trial could really impact Melly's life forever, because if he's found guilty here but not guilty in the murder case, he still may do life in prison for basically sending some messages with his girlfriend back and forth. That's crazy. But anyways, moving on. Next up, we got TraxNYC, who just went on a crash out rampage in the middle of the Diamond District in New York City after another jeweler in the area sold some jewelry to a customer using TraxNYC's name, and they ripped the customer off. The reports say that what began as a customer complaint about a bracelet quickly spiraled into a public brawl in New York City's Diamond District as two rival jewelers clashed over allegations of fraud and brand impersonation. The incident took place on January 2nd on West 47th Street, the heart of the Diamond District, when Maksud Aganjani, I think that's how you say his name, I don't know, I'm not going to pretend to, but Trax, walked into a neighboring jewelry business, Akai Diamonds, visibly furious and demanding answers. According to Trax, one of his customers had recently bought a bracelet after being told it was Trax. After being told it was a TraxNYC piece, the customer later discovered that the jewelry was not what it claimed to be. The bracelet, sold as 14-karat white gold with high-quality diamonds, allegedly tested as a 10-karat gold bracelet with lower-grade stones. Trax says the buyer was shown TraxNYC's website during the sale and left believing both businesses were connected. Okay, so, you know, the jewelry game, especially in hip-hop, it can get treacherous. These jewelers, man, I ain't gonna lie, they bang it out with the best of them for real. And in this situation, that's exactly what happened. Long story short, a customer went to the Diamond District, purchased a piece from this Akai jewelry place. The Akai jewelry place said that it was a TraxNYC piece, showed them their website, even gave them a certificate that said it was TraxNYC authenticated. They claimed it was 14-karat gold. Obviously, that turned out not to be true. And they claimed that it was VVS stones when that obviously wasn't true either. Trax actually made a series of videos about this where he invited the customer back. He refunded the customer, but after he refunded the customer, he actually went over to Akai Jewelry, which is ran by George Akai and Freddie Akai, their brothers, and he confronted them on camera, which led to a massive brawl that was recorded. It's online. I'm obviously not going to play the footage of the brawl here, but they get into a brawl. And when I say things went left, I mean things went way left.
So this is the receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're TraxNYC, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off, and rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14-karat gold. Well, we're gonna test this bracelet right now. Start the test. 10-karat gold. So that they say they were TraxNYC?
Yeah, he tried to portray, he tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out one of your rings that you purchased.
Right, that we sell. Yeah. So you came with a picture of TraxNYC.
Yep, I opened up the website for him.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to fucking do with me other than to steal my fucking customers all day long. These rats have done this over and over and over again, and I tolerated it. And now they f***ed them over on the carrot as well. Yo, Akai, you are fucking thieves, bro.
All right, so Trax, he's visibly upset by this situation. You could tell that this has probably happened in the past. Bro's been letting it build. And while at the end of that video, he is like, you know, we need to take legal action against these guys. He actually decided that I guess it would be in his best interest to go confront them in person. So the next series of videos that he put out was him doing exactly that.
So not only did these pieces of shit, okay, rip you off on this thing, it turned out to be 9-karat gold, right?
Yeah.
You had a check?
Yes.
So they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's $22,000 for your trouble. These bum mother, bro. You get people in this exchange, people in this. Stop being greedy pieces of lying shit. So I'm Trax. I want this. Coming up with a scheme every fucking time. Keep scheming, bro. 9 fucking carat this, 2 carat that, this, that. Security what, bro? Bullshit, bro. Stop stealing. You gotta come up. I want my fucking money, motherfuckers, bro. I gave the money up. You want to be TraxNYC? Here's TraxNYC. Akai, garbage. You motherfucker, garbage.
Bro is literally standing feet away from their booth, going off. Bro threw the shit off the shelf. He's snapping, and it does get worse from here because, like I said, he's feet away from him. So from here, he actually goes and he confronts them face to face. Oh, at the end of that video, it looked like Trax walked off, but he actually doubled back around, came back in, went back up to the desk, and this is when one of the brothers at Akai Jewelry decided to spit in his face, and after that is when all hell broke loose. Now, after this went down, police actually did show up. They arrested the two brothers, George and Freddie, and they charged them with assault because they spit in Trax's face. And even though he was in there and he was making a scene and he was going off, I feel like it was a justifiable crash out. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, bro, you just gotta stand on principles and you gotta go handle business. I mean, it just is the way it is. When somebody's using your name, they're defrauding people in your name. I mean, at some point, the crash out becomes justifiable, but a brawl breaks out after that. The police come, they arrest the two brothers, and then Trax made a couple of more videos where he claims that during this brawl, somebody grabbed his chain that he had around his neck and literally tried to strangle him with it.
Yo, these motherfuckers try to strangle me with my own chain, man. These Akai motherfuckers just try to strangle me with my own chain because I exposed what they did. You know what I'm saying? They straight up tried to strangle me with my chain like this. That's how angry these motherfuckers got because I showed what thieves they were. So, Akai tried to kill me, choke me with my own chain like this, strangle me, jump me, I'm in the hospital. If you're a lawyer who could help out, please DM me. All right, everything they did was so horrifying, so please send me a DM if you're a lawyer. I'm in the hospital, go to the hospital.
Now, Trax has been released from the hospital. He is recovering, but I mean, you heard it come out of his mouth. He said he feels like they was trying to kill him, which is strong words. I don't know if he's going to take legal action. I'm not sure what the consequences for George and his brother Freddie are going to be. Right now, it doesn't seem like the fraud aspect of it is under investigation. They've just been charged with assault. But if they're charged with assault and then, you know, somebody comes in and decides to open an investigation into the fraud aspect, this could be a really bad situation from them. And Trax seems like he's ready to take it to court. He's going to go the legal route with this after what he just did. And I don't blame him. I would do the same thing. One last thing about this, despite Trax not being involved in the original sale, like he wasn't there, he didn't tell these people to sell this jewelry, he wasn't involved, he did decide to refund that guy $22,000, which, you know, shout out to him. He definitely did not have to come out of his pocket to refund this guy since he wasn't involved in the original deal. But, you know, Trax seems like he wants to stand on business. He wants his name to be good and his reputation to be good. So I can't do nothing but, you know, send kudos for him doing that. He also said that if anybody else was scammed by these particular people and they thought they were buying a TraxNYC piece, that they could hit him up and he would also offer them a refund out of his pocket plus 10%. So, you know, hey, I can't do nothing but respect it. Adam22 has announced that he is going to be boxing Jason Love on January the 23rd of this year. So just about 2-3 weeks away from right now when I'm making this video. And if you don't know, Jason Love is the guy that Adam allowed to smash his wife to make a film with her. And after that happened, there was a big back and forth between Adam and Jason, where Jason he did interviews where he was talking crazy. He was like, I know I'm a better lover than Lena is. I know I was stretching it differently. And man, bro was going wild with the comments after this happened. Adam22, he felt disrespected. He ended up saying he was revoking Jason's be able to smash Lena card. And then at some point, these two decided to make up. Lena and Jason ended up filming a second scene. Since then, she's went on to do this with many more people. And Adam 22 has, I guess, decided that he wants to get his revenge. He wants to get his lick back. So we've got this boxing match that's supposed to take place. The official post is from Brand Risk Promotions. It says it's happening in Miami, Florida at 7 p.m. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This is pure comedy gold, if you're asking me. I mean, best case scenario, Adam 22 gets out there and he shows the world that he's got some hands or something like that, and I guess earns back a very minute amount of the respect that he lost when he allowed this whole thing to first take place. Worst case scenario, you get knocked out in front of your girl, in front of the whole world by the dude that you let hit, and then the same guy who went and talked the utmost shit about you afterwards, only for you to let him smash a second time, right? This is the guy that you're gonna have to deal with knocking you out in front of everybody. I'm not gonna lie. This is a risky idea for Adam 22, but I think the concept of it is absolutely hilarious. And I'm not the only one. In fact, I want to read y'all some of my favorite comments from the post because these had me cracking up. Adam is about to get pounded harder than Lena did. Box for the box is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that one got me, bro. That one got me. My money is on the white guy with no discernible chest. He has more to lose. But by far my most favorite comment, or really comment thread, came from Adam 22's wife, Lena herself. She posted, she said, "You got this, baby. Let's go," with the clapping hands. And Adam 22 responded and said, "Are you talking to me or him?" Bro, that's crazy. She responded to him and said, "You," with the laughing face emoji, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, like I said, this is pure comedy gold as far as I'm concerned. Jason Love himself actually posted a comment on here as well that said, "Let the games begin." And yeah, man, it looks like these two are gonna go toe to toe, chest to chest, ding to dong, and they gonna, for lack of better phrasing, get it on. Adam 22 also responded to this. He posted this up on his story that's kind of an explanation for why he's fighting Jason Love. And it says, Adam 22 explains why he's fighting Jason Love on January 23rd in Miami. Quote, "I got better cardio, I think, and I got heart because that dude upped my wife." Insane stuff, man. So I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to tune in to see this. Like I said, I'll find it highly entertaining, but you guys don't have to. Obviously, I'm going to let y'all know what the outcome is when it happens. Finesse2Tymes has been on his greatest crash out of all time run since pretty much the moment he got released from prison. And yesterday, we got to see him have another one of these crash outs, right? Over the last couple of weeks, couple of months, really, it feels like Finesse2Tymes has kind of been losing it. Like he's trying to do whatever he can to go back to jail. And the situation that just happened could escalate to the point where something like that or worse happens. So Finesse has been online going off on rappers, his CEO, the record label he signed to, pretty much any and everybody he's been talking reckless to. And yesterday, he actually did a live stream where he was getting into it with another rapper, a Memphis rapper named Lil Migo, who is part of the CMG collective. And he was talking trash about Lil Migo during this live. And he mentioned an incident that Lil Migo had with another Memphis rapper named Grove Hero, right? Grove Hero was on Dolph's team. Lil Migo was on CMG's team. And while he's doing this live, he's basically like, "I would have never let Grove Hero do to me what you let Grove Hero do to you." Grove Hero ran down on Lil Migo at an airport one time, smacked his phone out of his hand, right? Really embarrassed the shit out of him. So Finesse is doing this live and he says that, and that kind of sets off this back and forth between him and Grove Hero where things escalated quick. But before we get into that, I want to play y'all a clip of him talking about Lil Migo so it makes sense.
Lil Migo let a nigga with a look on woke up and popped them with that. A nigga would have had me fucked up on every motherfucking level in life. A nigga with a look on know how to fight. Run up on me with that little arm. Man, you would have touched everything in the airport. You would have touched every motherfucking wall in the airport. Run up on me with that little arm.
All right, this video goes up. It didn't take long for Grove Hero to get wind of it. He watched the video, and then he went over on his IG page as well, and he made a video responding to Finesse2Tymes. It's kind of a funny video. He spends a moment clowning Finesse the way he looks, you know, like with his pants and stuff like that. It's funny. Anyways, this video right here is the video that Grove Hero made, kind of responded to that because he heard Finesse talking about Lil Migo. He was like, I never let Grove Hero do me like that. Grove Hero felt disrespected, so he made this video right here.
Tell me this, man. How you gonna have a body like this checking me? How in the fuck you gonna have a body like this talking about me? Come on, man. 2 devil eggs built. Come on, man. Bodybuilder body. Come on, man. No knees having that. Come on, man. Man, this right here body. My head not ready to take a shit at the ugly. You let a nigga with one arm come pap. I'm gonna pap your mother. Cause you need to do another surgery or something, goddamn. Finesse2Tymes, man. Hey, look at this nigga body. Talk about some hoe pimping. You ain't pimping, ugly. Come on, man. How you gonna jump from GD to Vice Lord? Come on, ugly body. Damn. Man, rotisserie chicken body. Right here, snow now. Crack smoking ass. Come on, man. How you gonna check a nigga? You on them bars, on this stupid ass. Broke ass. Nah. Man, hold on. Look at this shit.
But I gotta ride, baby. I gotta ride. I gotta ride. I gotta ride.
Man, your mama got a ride. Man, you bullshit. Her squeaky dough ass. Hey, hell no. Hold on. You got your mama riding the squeaky car though. Man, I had that motherfucker car when I was 15 car ride that. Hell no. I thought you were riding a rental car. You should have gave your motherfucker mama a rental car, cause that motherfucker ragged as a mother. Man, god damn. That's gonna be my son car when he 9. God damn. Shit, my son 9 there. Well, you know what? I might well go buy that motherfucker. Damn. Come on, man. You got your mama out here. Can't even pay her rent, bro. You fucked up out here. Hold on. Let me talk a little lower, cause I don't think you hear me. Come on, man. You got your mama. Can't pay her rent and ride in a regular car. Maybe I need to talk a little lower. Stupid ass. Bye, man. You probably had all that motherfucker, all that vibe time. Bro, you signed with 5 different labels. You ain't getting no motherfucker money, man. Come on, get the fuck out of here. Man, one of my houses is your deal. Come on, stop playing with me, little boy. You little rap in Memphis, y'all better stop playing. I'm not one to be played with, because you already see what I did. If I see you, I ain't gonna make no threats, because I don't do all that internet ass. You know, all that tough ass y'all be doing. I don't got time for it, but I just want to let you know I had a little time on my hands. But next time, buy your mama a new car and help her with the rent like a motherfucker.
And this is where things really started to escalate, right? If you don't know Grove Hero, he's disabled. His arm is like all messed up and stuff. And Finesse seen this video of Grove Hero clowning him, and he decided, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and respond to it, because of course he did. He's been, you know, making videos talking about everybody. So of course he wanted to talk about this as well, but he absolutely crashed out on Grove Hero in this live. I mean, he's talking excessively reckless in this video. He said he's gonna take Grove Hero's disabled arm and beat him with it and all type of stuff. It's wild. Y'all watch this.
All right, Grove Hero, that's all you got out the message, bro? That's all you got out of what a nigga was saying, bro? I tell you what, when I see you, when I catch you, when I see you, I'm going to take the good arm you got, the one that's long, that good arm you got, I'm going to take it, I'm going to grab you by that motherfucker. And with my other hand, I'm going to slap the fuck out of you about 99 times in your face. Because you ain't going to be able to do nothing with that short arm. That short arm ain't going to do shit. I'm going to take my other, you ain't going to be, I'm going to put you up against the wall. I'm going to slap your ass 99 times. About 56, 70 times. Bitch, you better have a gun. I'm talking about slap the shit out so many motherfucking hands. I'm talking about real hard, back to back. Back to back, real hard, real fast. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. Your shirt like that. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna have your shirt just like this. Bruh, just remember, when I catch you, if you ain't got no security, I'm gonna catch you somewhere at Chick-fil-A, Piccadilly's, I'm gonna catch you somewhere. You ain't got no security with you, you better have your gun. Don't think you can I'm gonna go get these Piccadilly's and go back to the hotel. You better take somebody with you, because when if I gotta go to Piccadilly's that day, and I catch you, your ass through. I'm gonna catch you, I'm gonna slap you 85 times on camera. I'm gonna do it on camera, I'm gonna grab you by your shirt. That little arm ain't gonna be able to do nothing. I'm gonna slap the fuck you on the concrete about 70 sometimes, real hard, real fast. Just watch when I kiss you.
Yeah, man, so Finesse2Tymes. Generational crash out run right here, but that's what we got. I'll let y'all know if this story develops further, if anything happens, but you know, at this point with Finesse2Tymes, it's basically just your regular everyday antics at this point. Anyways, that's what I got for the video. That's the stories for today, guys. Obviously, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. I am going to try to get a video out tomorrow. I got some things planned though for another channel that I'm running. I gotta go out and film some stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna try to get a video out tomorrow. If not, then I should see you guys the day after. And you know how it is, man. I appreciate y'all popping in and rocking with me. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And as always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.